awesome. Much better than if you leave it in larger chunks like for chili. So just keep taking the spoon, keep pounding it down, breaking it apart, see what you can do. It shouldn't take you a whole long time, and you shouldn't have much fat left over from this. That's kind of the part of the plan. You don't want to have a whole lot of fat left over. So just keep pressing on it. Our heat's on about 7 now. We'll go ahead and turn that up to about 8. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing here and seeing how this works. We're going to try to stir in these onions and this garlic and everything, and just get all this stuff together. Almost looks like what a meatloaf would look like when you start to cook it, but that's the whole goal. Get everything married together, get that taste out there. Shouldn't take a real long time to brown. And we have still put in yet our ancho chili powder and our cayenne pepper. Those are the two things that are going to give us the most heat. And we're going to put a lot of cayenne in. We're probably going to put in about maybe 6 tablespoons of cayenne, 5 tablespoons of cayenne, and a tablespoon of ancho, or maybe a tablespoon and a half. Sometimes this is so hot that you have to have a water standing right by because it's straight to the hiccups. So kind of try to make it hot. Have somebody in the house that really likes hot food. Love to make it for her so it can be as hot as possible. So I kind of sacrifice me not liking things that hot so that somebody else can kind of enjoy getting it a little hotter. So see how we're doing here. Everything looks like it's cooking up well. I think the whole preparation of the meal, the spaghetti noodles have already been made and are in the colander. As you can see right here, we used vermicelli broken into 3s, and so your spaghetti links, if you were to look at them, are very small. You're looking at something like this, so not real big at all. That tastes a lot better like that for some reason. The beef in real small chunks and the spaghetti in real small chunks. Mix it all together in a bowl. It's right on. It's where you want to be at. This is cooking really well. When it starts to get about 50% brown, we're going to start putting our cayenne in. We don't want to put it in a whole lot before that because it does tend to make it a little more difficult to tell when the beef is getting closer to done. So we put it in towards the later end of the process as opposed to the earlier end. And we're going to go wash our hands again because we just touched some more beef. So don't change that dial. I'm not changing the dial, they're already on YouTube. Don't navigate away to Sportsline. I'm still here. Don't go to another site. Stay right here. So it's looking good, looking good. Let's go ahead and get a little shot, show you what it looks like. This is what we're working with here. Okay. Basically, it's our ground beef, our onions, our garlic, our cumin, our oregano, our hot blend, our sea salt, and as soon as that's done, we are going to throw in all this pepper, and you will start to see. You won't be able to taste it, but if you make this at home, you will know how good it really is. And you know what? It's real cheap, depending on what cut of ground beef you get. 80-20, whatever. You have most of the stuff around your house, maybe except the ancho. You probably already have cayenne. You've got salt. Hot blends is 99 cents. Cumin and oregano, and a jar of ragu. It's not an expensive thing. When we make this, it lasts for usually 2-3 days and feeds a family of 3. So helps out a lot to stretch things out. So let's put you back over here. All right. Hope you don't mind going back over here for a few minutes. I'm going to throw you back over here, and we're going to see where we're at. Looks like Things are coming along nicely. Now we want to start to get that cayenne flavor to jump into this meat. It's getting more and more brown. The onions are looking good. They're getting translucent. So we are going to slowly put in cayenne ancho. You have a spoon side and a 3-hole side. We go for the spoon side because we're using a lot. So you're going to put in a good deal. I mean, I'm going to probably start off with probably 3 tablespoons of cayenne. I don't know if you want it that hot. You might want to start with a tablespoon and a half just to see how things work out. You can always add later, but you can't take away, and this does tend to be pretty hot. That's why I call it heat spaghetti, not hot spaghetti. Interesting thing, this is one of my favorite things to cook with my wife, who I dearly care about, and we love cooking this. It's a great recipe. It's something that I learned from an old roommate. I used to live with someone, and his girlfriend used to come over, and when she would come over, she would make this, except she would use more green spices like more oregano and more thyme and things like that, and parsley, and I don't like a lot of the green spices, so I just took what she was doing and adapted it more towards my taste as far as the heat goes. I want you to see this so you can get an idea what I'm talking about. This is really cool. Take a look at what the sauce is starting to look like. It's kind of smoking up, huh? Pull back, Will Robinson, danger, danger. Alright, so you can start to see nice red base to it, and that is fire hot. When you take a bite of that, you're good.